How's it going, everyone? JiraiyaGaming here, and of course, this week we want to talk about, of course, interesting topic. And the topic that I want to talk about is what makes you a man. Now, obviously, a lot of guys may have different opinion on what makes you a man. I was watching a program, and there was a gentleman in there, and pretty much what he was doing was he was married to to a black girl. He was married to a black woman, and let's just say um, his thoughts and mind process and what it is to be a man was absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Now, basically what he said was that he's the man of the house. She needs to go out and work, come home, cook, so forth, clean, etc., etc. And he, in general, is the man that goes out and work and bring the money home. But at the same time, your wife is going out and working too as well. Now, in this time and age where women want, of course, equality, women want to be equal to men, and women these days have their own job, make their own money and so forth, and are semi-independent just as men are, or if not fully independent, just as men are. Now, when I say semi, I mean they may have their own thing going, but at the same time want to maybe stay at home and work and take care of the kids. In my opinion, I call that semi-independent versus, both parties are going out of the house and working, then you can say fully independent in that aspect. Hopefully you guys understand that and don't think I'm trying to throw any shade at any females and so forth, etc., or offend anyone rather. Now, I thought this was very interesting because of the simple fact that I feel like a lot of people, a lot of guys rather think just like this guy does. It's not the first time that I've seen this on the program that I was watching. And a lot of guys tend to believe that that's how guys are men, that's what makes you a man. Going out, working, coming home, when a woman takes care of the dishes, a woman come home and she cooks and cleans and so forth, etc. Regardless of if she's working outside of the house or if she's a stay-at-home mom. Now, I agree that you definitely want to pull your weight in a relationship, especially if you're married and so forth, etc. Which means that if the husband is going out working and he's paying the bills and so forth in the house, and you're pretty much just staying home taking care of the kids and so forth, then I would expect to come home when the house is clean and not looking a mess and so forth, etc., especially since you're home all day. But at the same time, especially if you have kids, it's a rough job, raising kids as well. So it doesn't mean you as a man can't come home and bend your manhood and help your wife wash some dishes. And it doesn't mean to put an apron on and dress in a skirt and go wash dishes and make you feel like you're a female, so to speak. I think a lot of guys, got the wrong idea what it means to be a man, or what it means to, what it means to step up and do your duties as a man. And it means to work with your partner 50-50, and you guys give out the same amount of energy and take care of whatever business needs to be taken care of. Which simply means that if you come home, the dishes are dirty, you need to wash them, wash them. Now, if it's a situation where you come home and there's clothes everywhere, the house is filthy, so forth, etc., then it's a different story. Because, hey, why are you home all day and nothing is being done? Or if it's a situation where your wife or your girlfriend may be sick, then that's a different story too as well. But I think a lot of guys, young men in general, need to definitely wise up. And I think this stems from, of course, something that I previously talked about when we talked about, of course, the broken homes. And I think this goes both ways, not just necessarily in, of course, the African American communities, but different communities as well. And then it also stems from not just a broken home, but also from, a real stellar old school type of family background, where you may have a guy that's really old school and traditionally thinks that, a woman's job, a woman's place is in the kitchen and, of course, cleaning the house. And the man goes out and do what he needs to do. Now, whereas part of me understands that and agree with some of it, I think part of me feels like we're in a modern time and we need to be, of course, up to date with the time as well. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Do you think that what makes you a man is not necessarily going out and working? That makes you a man too as well. That's part of it, but not necessarily, overall what defines you as a man, going out working and taking care of the bills. that doesn't necessarily, make you a man. What makes you a man is taking care of your family, sacrificing for your kids if you have any, making sure your wife is safe and feels sound, which is what you're supposed to do as a man. If you need anywhere you need to help around the house, fixing anything, you do. Just the thought of this guy saying, his work is, to go to mow the lawn. Yes, that's perfectly fine too as well. But you also have women that don't want a guy to mow the lawn. They want to feel liberated and want to go and, of course, mow the lawn themselves. And what do you do in that situation? Do you tell her no, she can't? If she wants to, let her go and do it. Let her feel liberated. Let her feel like we're 50-50 in a relationship. As long as you're not fighting me for, of course, the pants of the house, and know that I'm the man of the house, I don't have an issue with it. You want to do it? Do it. There's certain things that I just won't allow a woman to do. In fact, even on my job right now, the business that I run, there's certain things I still don't allow. And I probably shouldn't be saying this, but if I hire females, there's certain things I just don't allow them to do, and they kind of get away with. And that's just me and my thoughts and my values and the way I think and go about certain things. I've seen other managers in different places that don't necessarily, abide by those rules. So I think it's just comes down to the individual, but it's just how I was brought up. If you in a store and you see a woman trying to pick something that's too heavy, you go over and help her. And generally, she may not need your help. She may get pissed off and tell you, I can do it myself. That's just the times that we live in now. But it's just the man in you just can't allow you not to go and, offer your help. And if she turns it down, then, oh, well, that's fine. It doesn't, what did it do? It didn't do anything. Just like if you see a chick and you like her, you want to talk to her, and you're going to try to talk to her, and she turns you down. Hey, she turned you down. Move on to the next chick. It's as simple as that. That's the way I see it. But let me know let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Do you guys agree with me, disagree with me? Do you feel like solely just going out, working, and coming home doesn't necessarily make you a man? It's all the things that comes with it. It's how you treat your family, how you treat people, the respect you have, respect you give off to other people respecting you, and so forth. The respect you gain, so to speak, for being a man, and just the things that you do in general. In variety, not necessarily the one thing of just being the prime breadwinner for the house. I think just being the prime breadwinner for the house doesn't make you a man. That's not what makes you a man. I mean, I think anybody can go and get a good job, get good grades, get a degree, and get a really good job. A lot of females are doing that now. So if that's the case, then hey, a lot of those women that are in those positions are men. If you want to speak, that makes them a man. Would you say? Obviously, I'm just trying to prove a point. Let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Maybe I'm totally off. Maybe what I'm saying is completely nonsense. Let me know if you guys agree with me. You guys agree with me, disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinion. Be sure to let me know any suggestions you guys may have for a topic idea, and I'll do them. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting for? It's free. Subscribe. And of course, guys, as always, I'm your host, JiraiyaGaming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.